Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe for more great EV content. So today I have this, which is the ROX 01, and if it looks very dirty, that's because I'm putting this to the test to see if it really is the hardcore off-roader that it claims. And if you want to find out if this really can deal with the world, make sure you keep watching. Style, comfort, versatility, and some true off-road capability. You might want to consider the ROX 01 for your next EV. Oh, and the best thing about this is that it's less than half the price of a Land Rover Defender while offering almost as much. So it looks the same, but almost half the price. Let's see what this ROX is really made of and if it really rocks. Once you see the resemblance to the Land Rover Defender, especially in this kind of olive green color, it's very hard to unsee it. And at 5.3 meters, it's almost exactly the same size in terms of length. However, I do think it has an additional sleekness to it. For example, if you look at the headlights at the front, these are supposedly inspired by the Chinese character for stone, as in rocks. I actually think these headlights really good, and this theme is mirrored at the back end of the car. Please excuse the dirtiness of this car. This is not how it was given to me. I have been having fun this weekend taking this bad boy off-road, so make sure you keep watching to find out how that went. ROX also claims that this is made from 87% high-grade steel. So hypothetically, it is as strong as it looks. This is the luxury variant. There's also a sports variant which will have things like a roof rack and a ladder and kind of storage box on the side. Both look very good in their own unique ways. I actually really like the design of the ROX 01. Although it's a little bit derivative, in some places it brings out its unique, distinctive characteristics so it can stand out on the road. So we need to talk a little bit about what's under the hood of the ROX. So this is an EREV, so that's an extended range electric vehicle. So this has a battery, it has electric motors, and it has a gasoline motor as well, just a small one. But that gasoline motor is never used to power the wheels directly, rather as a generator to charge the battery, which in turn will power the electric motors. Sounds complicated? Well, not really. If you consider the Bow 8, which we reviewed last time, that was a plug-in hybrid. The main difference between that and this is that a plug-in hybrid also uses the engine to power the vehicle and make it move. This one doesn't. So what exactly is in this car? So we have a 1.5 liter engine which is used as a generator. This has a 70 liter fuel tank, so not a small fuel tank in fact. Then we have a 56 kilowatt hour NMC battery, which can give this vehicle a pure electric range of 235 kilometers CLTC. But with a full tank and a full charge, this thing can go well over 1,100 kilometers CLTC. Now I think you understand why people like extended range electric vehicles. So as you can see, we have both AC and DC charging here. So on the DC, you can charge from 0 to 80% in around 30 minutes, which is pretty good considering that's around 100 kilometers of range. The AC will do a full charge in just over 8 hours. This means that just like a plug-in hybrid, if you have access to charging at your home or at your work, you can keep its battery topped up and you never have to add nasty gasoline to your car, except when you're taking those longer road trips and you need the added range. So is the ROX a truly capable off-roader, or is it just a soft-core vehicle posing as one? We're going to find out. We found some mountains and we're going to do a little bit off-roading to see how the vehicle does. So let's get into it. So to begin, we have all of our different driving modes here. We have automatic, we have snow, we have mud, we have mountain, we have desert, and we even have wading as well. So I think for this purposes of this video, we're going to put it into the mountain mode. Let's get into it. So I'm going to go down here and we're going to see how it does. So this is a fairly, I wouldn't say it's the most hardcore of roads, but still, I wouldn't come down here in other cars. So let's go down here. It's doing pretty well, perfectly capable. A lot of traction. This is a gravel path, but it's still keeping a lot of traction on the road. I feel very confident in this. For a road like this road is a bit of a breeze for it, actually. I think we could probably do it a little bit more difficult than this. For now, this is fine. It's doing a very good job. So while I would say that it's probably not hardcore, like very hard, I think it's definitely capable of doing some kind of light to medium off-roading. I wouldn't say it's as hardcore as something like the Fengchong Bao 8, which we reviewed previously, or an actual Land Rover Defender. But I think for most people, and maybe the occasional, you know, camping, off-roading, I think this is definitely enough. So while it may be undecided whether the ROX is a true hardcore off-roader, it is very practical when it comes to camping. So if I open the trunk here, we actually have a special unit here which is very, very useful when it comes to camping. So first, we have a nice little table here. So this is for cutting our food, preparing our vegetables or whatever, and this can actually be removed. So we've got some legs underneath, so this can be taken away to your campsite, which is very useful. But that's not all. So if I open this one here, we've got an even bigger table, so we can use this for us. We can actually put our stove or our grill on here if you want to do some cooking. And here we have a kind of hole. We can hang our rubbish bag and throw everything in there and keep it nice and tidy. We have a socket up here, and not only that, we actually have a water container. So what is this for? Well, this is for this tap. So this actually can be used to dispense water. It can be warm, it can be hot, it can just be room temperature as you like. And this one comes out slightly so we can have our different tools, we can have our sauces or whatever. So when we're cooking, we can easily grab them. And then when we're finished, all we need to do is put everything back in there, fold it away, and we're good to go. So inside the interior of the ROX, and I think this interior has definitely been inspired by a number of different brands, and in this orange color, I can't help to feel like I'm sitting in a Li Auto. It looks very, very similar. But otherwise, I think the design in here is actually very nice. They've gone for a minimalist look. With the exception of this kind of heavy duty gear shifter, we actually don't have any physical buttons in the interior at all. And we have a 15.7 inch infotainment screen, which is powered by a Snapdragon chip, and it is very fast and intuitive. The home screen is nice here. I have customized it to have my map, my music, and my car information here, but this also can be customized depending on what you want to see. These wireless chargers here are not the best, to be honest. They don't have cooling and they are quite slow at charging. I haven't really found my phones to charge very much at all, but fortunately beneath here we do have some USB slots. So what I would end up doing is just plugging my phone in and getting it charged as quickly as possible. We have a 14-way adjustable driver's seat, so you can get exactly the position you like, and a 3 climate, that's a 1, 2, 3 climate air conditioner. Over here we have a 12.3 inch driver's cluster. I actually think this could be a little bit smaller, but we have loads of information on here, including our car information, our entertainment, kind of like our navigation in the middle. Again, this can be customized to however you want it. I actually think the interior design is actually quite unique as well. It has this kind of curved look here, which kind of mirrors the exterior design a little bit. And this kind of like very shallow, actually almost non-existent dashboard makes you feel nice and safe when you're driving along. We also have a digital rear view display because why not? We have a good sound system in here, and we have massaging, heating, and ventilated front seats. So in the second row of the ROX, and this is where I think it starts to lose some of its pure off-roading spirits. While we do have the grab handles here, we also have 2 very luxurious kind of captain's chairs here. This version comes with heating, ventilation, and massage seats in the second row. It also has a one-touch zero gravity mode, which I'm just going to enjoy for a little bit right now, which can obviously put your body in the kind of perfect position and bring your legs up. Oh, and one more thing, we also have a fold down television in the back here. So the trunk space in here is allegedly 545 liters. It's probably enough for your kind of shopping and stuff, but realistically, unless you're taking around 6 people all the time, you're probably going to end up putting these 2 seats down and giving yourself that extra bit of boot space. So we took the ROX for a little bit of an off-road experience, and now let's see how it drives around the city. So I have to say that I actually really enjoy driving this car, whether it's off-road or just along city roads. It's actually very enjoyable to drive, and despite its size, you feel incredibly confident when you are driving it. I think it does a great job of giving you enough off-road capabilities while remembering for the majority of time you're going to be driving this on city streets. So ease of drive and comfort are key things here as well. We have 350 kilowatts of power, 750 Newton meters of torque. These are great numbers. I don't think they're too high. I don't think they're too low either. So we have a 5.5 second 0 to 100 kilometers an hour speed. Great. It is also very well insulated and quiet inside the cabin here. Although that I will say, because of its boxy shape, when you do get to those higher speeds, you do get a fair amount of wind noise. To add to this, it does have a top speed of 190 kilometers an hour, but if you do find yourself going these speeds or even highway speeds for a large amount of time, you do find it eating into your range. But again, the boxy shape does bring benefits. We have a great field of view and we can see everything. We have a very high ride height. We do have some ADAS features. I will put some of these on the screen for your reference. My experience of the ADAS in this car, it's not particularly great. I don't think that's why you'd be buying this car, and especially compared to a lot of the Chinese competition, it's not where the strengths of this car lie. It does for some reason have a LiDAR on it, which I'm not really sure is necessary, and I probably would opt out if I was given the choice. We have a 360-degree camera, and we have sensors on all the corners of the vehicle, so even though it's quite large, you never really feel that way. You never really feel like you're in danger of clipping things. With the help of the vehicle, you can drive around the cities confidently and park without any real issue. We also don't have any HUD in this car. I have not missed it. I don't think we need it, so that is not a problem. Put simply, I think this car does a really good job of offering you enough of both worlds. I think for the most part, you're going to be driving this on roads around cities and towns. So it has the comfort, it has the tech, it has the limited ADAS. So if you're going on longer journeys, you have kind of like the lane keep assist, you have the adaptive cruise control. But at the same time, this vehicle is capable of wading through 700 millimeters of water. So it's trying to do both, but I think it actually does pull it off. And I have to say, I've had a really good time with this vehicle over the last few days, both in the mountains and driving around the city. So there you go, the ROX 01, walking the line between luxury and ruggedness with a design that turns heads and an interior that keeps you feeling super comfortable. Is this what the modern consumer wants in their off-roaders? If you want a Defender but without the Defender drama and some added tech and mod cons, then this might be the best choice for you. And starting at just under 300,000 yuan in the China market, you can actually buy two of these for the price of a Defender. Which would you rather have? And is the ROX 01 a true hardcore SUV or just a pop star posing as one? Make sure you let us know in the comments below. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.